Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This video I would like to talk about how to use the same ground in order to remove the video noise. And this is for analog system. I don't know whether it will work with high definition system or not, but let's move on. So this diagram, for those who has been following me at least from the previous two videos about how to plan the wiring layout for building a quadcopter, or how to calculate the power consumption of each equipment in order to supply enough current for those equipment. You may become used to with this diagram already, but for newcomers, I have to explain something about this diagram for newcomers. So let's start. This green box here, thin green box, is the video transmitter, and this gray and black box is the capacitor. This gray long box is the XT60 This gray box is the receiver, which is irrelevant in this topic. This thin dark gray on the bottom in the middle, like this is carbon frame, and this thin dark gray is the 4-in-1 ESC. The top one is the flight controller, which is irrelevant. This is the camera, which is obvious. So the camera receives power from 5-volt pad of the ESC and the ground pad of the ESC. By means of the ESC, I mean that these pads be linked with some circuit inside the ESC already. Okay, but for this point where the XT60 from the battery connected to the ESC, it is called the battery terminals. At least in this video, the battery terminals is not involved with the circuit inside the 4-in-1 ESC. Okay, because I have to explain it this way, because there is this orange wire. This orange wire is connected to the VBAT also, but the VBAT means voltage of the battery, but it's not the voltage of battery directly from the battery terminal. It is the voltage battery from the pad of ESC, which means this voltage battery pad has been linked from the battery through circuit inside the ESC board and out at this point. So this orange box is the 5-volt regulator, step down from 6S battery to 5-volt. So this 5-volt regulator receives battery voltage from this pad to the voltage in of the 5-volt regulator, and then the 5-volt regulator gives out 5-volt to the video transmitter here. That's the diagram, and this setup, this wiring, has a terrible noise in the video. Let's see the sample of the noise so you know what I mean. So here, video is playing in 3, 2, 1. Okay. As you can see in the video, whenever I raise my throttle, the noise occurs. And if I increase my throttle to the maximum, the noise increased to the point that it is unflyable. In order to eliminate the noise, my first attempt is that I remove the input wire of the 5-volt regulator from the VBAT and ground of the ESC to the VBAT, I mean the plus and minus of the battery terminal. So let's go back to the previous diagram. So here, the VBAT and ground of the 5-volt regulator, the input side, is connected to the ESC, right? It changed to the battery terminal, plus and minus here. Okay, but this setup, this wiring doesn't fix the video noise problem. So I changed again, second attempt, which is the third attempt overall. The third attempt is that I changed the ground wire of the camera from the ESC pad to the battery terminal directly. But this attempt doesn't fix the noise problem too. The solution to this noise problem is this, which my friend Martin is like my mentor in everything about FPV. I will give the links to his YouTube channel, okay? He told me to remove the ground wire between the video transmitter and the 5-volt regulator. Change it to video transmitter to the battery terminal. Okay, I will step back to the previous diagram here. Previously, this ground wire is like this: video transmitter to the 5-volt regulator. To this, video transmitter ground to the battery terminal ground. And this fixed the noise problem. And how better it is, let's see the video. As you can see, no matter how fast I go, no matter how aggressive I rise up my throttle, there is no noise at all. And this is very, very good. I mean, it's crystal clear. Okay, so that is it. That is the same ground concept in real life. Then I have another topic I would like to talk about, because in my previous two video, that the video about planning wiring layout in order to build a drone, a FPV drone, I talked about wrapping aluminum foil around the wires or the video transmitter in order to remove the noise in the video feed, which is work at least once for me. But Martin told me that this, in theory, it should not work, but it might have some effect. But in theory, this wrapping concept will work if there is a ground linked to the aluminum foil. So in practice, like this, the yellow thing here is the aluminum foil wrapping around my video transmitter, and it is wrapped again by a Captain tape. Okay, so in theory it will be 100% work if there is like a wire, so the two, this aluminum foil and then to a ground pad in the system. So that is something I would like to correct and talk about. Okay, that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you can support me in many ways. If you are in Thailand, you can support me by hiring me to film some video, buying something in my shop in the Shopee platform. Or if you are new to FPV drone hobby, you can learn how to fly the manual mode, the acro mode with me by online method. And then you can also order lithium-ion battery pack from me. I provide packing service for the lithium-ion for long-range FPV or other projects that you might need lithium-ion battery. And then at least you can become my member in my YouTube channel by click the join button and becomes my monthly member. Okay, that's it guys. See you next time. Bye bye.